Delante likes to say Friday Junior. Friday Junior. Good morning, Shartana. How are you? So last night, friends, I went to church. My church does, and this is a church I used to work for. We hold baptism and communion. Thank you, Danielle, for reposting. We do baptism and communion once a quarter. So this was the third quarter baptism and communion service. But the biggest reason I went was a very, very dear friend of mine who, y'all, when I tell y'all she has a heart of gold, she has a heart of gold, was being licensed as a minister. And another minister, so during this service, an elder or another minister gives the charge to a new minister. And baby, I'm going to let a few more people get in the room. I sat there and was like, this was for me. But it's also going to be for the people tomorrow. It's for me, but it's going to be for the people tomorrow. So, yeah. I'm going to get in my bag just a little bit. Just a little bit. And I promise you, I think, I believe it's going to bless your life. And for those, it relates back to the journey too, and kind of what we do here on social media. A baby, a charge to keep I have, and a God to glorify. But yeah, and it's just like a little homily. She gave a little 5-minute something. Morning, Shay. But I think it's gonna bless y'all. I think it's gonna bless y'all. I think it'll bless you. Where is Tay this morning? I need Tay and I need Darium in here. Let's see. Let's see if I can get both of them in here. I'm like, what they doing? And I have to make sure I tell Tay when she comes in, she's late. She's late. And y'all, I almost didn't get on. So this house here, so y'all been in my house 3 years. I lose power the most of any person I know. I've lost power at least once a week for like the last 3 weeks. So I wake up in the middle of the night, my power's gone out again. I bet there's been a big revival. Beware of false prophets. Bible warns us to beware of false prophets. And there are lots of people out here who are prophesying that are pastors. They'll have to account for that because pastors are held to a higher standard. Look in the word for that. Study and show thyself approved. And that's not attacking you by bad, but be aware of false prophets. Because a bunch of this revival that's going on ain't revival. It ain't of God. It's not biblical. It's not rooted in Bible. Oh yeah, Lady D, people out here prophesying. They out here lying. Under the guise of God. And the word. Just saying. Just saying. Good morning. Tay, you're late. You are late, Tay. What's going on? Why are you late this morning? Good morning. Good morning. PJ, did I tell you good morning? Hey, Kim, good morning. Hello, Lady D, good morning. Danielle, baby, let me tell you something. I'm not even going to get in my bag about that. Baby, tell the truth, shame the devil. Good morning, Sue. All right, so I'm in my bag this morning a little bit. Let me tell you. So I'm going to tell y'all. So I'm going to retell the first part of this story. Good morning. Welcome in, folks. I promise you this is going to relate back to the journey. Oh, it's raining. Okay. So traffic a little slower. Okay. Thank you. You're taking your time getting my nephew to school safely. I appreciate it. You're still late, though. Y'all, and I think Delante, she ran off. I don't know. She didn't answer us, friends. But anyway, so the first part of this story is about, I went to church last night. My church does baptism and communion once a quarter. Once a quarter. And last night during that service, a dear friend of mine was being licensed as a minister. And before you go, well, my church does baptism and communion every month. That's tradition. That's man-made. Bible says as often as you do it in remembrance of me. My church has chosen to do it once a quarter. There are people who do it every day. So that's Bible. That's Bible. Study and show yourself approved. But during this ministerial licensing part of the service last night, there was an elder who gave my friend a charge, right? And this charge related back to your calling. And I'm going to bring it back around to this. The assignment many people have. Good morning, Nurse in Reverse. Good morning, Monica C. Hey, Carrie. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. I'm going to relate it back. I promise you. So during the charge, she reminds my friend that there's only one her. One her. Ain't nobody bad like you. And her assignment is not anybody else's assignment. Friends, whatever your assignment is in life, it's not anybody else's but yours. She told her, don't try to be anybody else. Do not try to be anybody else. Be you. Ain't nobody bad like you. Be you. Don't try to emulate this person, that person, or this person. Friends, especially this part, particularly for my friends who go live and share their journey, or they go live and do other things, or they do shop and do other things. Your assignment is unique. And one of the reasons I wanted Delonte to come up, Delonte has a unique assignment. Her assignment ain't my assignment. I can't be Delonte. I can't. There's only one me. I can only get on here and be myself. Hey, Melissa. Good morning. Good morning, Janet. I can only be myself, right? I can only be myself. My assignment isn't to be Delonte. It's not to be a JT. It's not to be Tay. Tay has an assignment in this community. Tay has an assignment. She can't be nobody but Tay. And Lord knows we can't be Tay. We can't be Tay. Some of us want to be like Tay, but we can't. And I just want to remind everybody. And then, so be yourself, friends. Show up as authentically you. Show up as authentically you. Yeah, you do. You have an assignment, and your assignment is, and you walk it out very well. You cover so many people and have so many people's backs in this community. That's your assignment. And let's be clear, Tay. Good, bad, or indifferent. You try to downplay yourself. That assignment is gold. That assignment is an assignment that I can only speak for myself. I could never repay you for how you have had my back. You give me tips, tricks. You make sure I'm gonna be good, and you don't want to see me mess up. Other people could, but there's only one you, ma'am. There's only one you. There's only one Tay. Only one Tay. You can't be nobody. You can't be nobody else, and I can't. Even if I can do it, I can't be you at it. The other thing she said, and I don't think Darium's in here, but I wanted him to hear this. And Tay, I need you to hear this as it relates to your assignment. Everybody in here has a unique voice, a unique voice. There are people called to your voice. There are people called to you that are part of your assignment here. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about what other people think. Because, baby, ain't but one you. You got one life to live. Walk out your assignment. Because hopefully, them people over there doing what they called to do. They're doing whatever it is they're called to do. And for those of you who have been double dutching about your voice, your voice in this community, your voice in an organization, your role at home, whatever it is. Baby, the world is waiting on it, and it needs your sound. Whatever that is, baby, the people waiting on it. The people are waiting on it. This is, friends, this is part of the dash of your life. Mine, 1970. I'm working on my dash. I'm working on my dash. I'm working on my dash. The world is waiting for your sound. The world is waiting for you to walk in all that you are purposed to do. The world needs your voice. And for some of you who've been, good morning, Divanette. Hey, Holly, good morning, Jay. And for some of you who have been holding back on going live, sharing your story, or going for a different type of story, because everybody ain't called to the community, friends, even if you in the community. Some of y'all may be called to do amazing things outside this community. Hey, Mindy, some of y'all are called to do amazing things outside this community, but you clinging to the community because you're scared. Hey, Danny P. So I say a couple things. If you're trying to make impact in this community and you just sitting in lives cheering people on, you missing your calling. The world is waiting for you. Who your assignments, the people you are assigned to. Good morning, Crochet Sister. Absolutely, Holly. The people who God has assigned to you, who know, the people who God knows need to hear your voice, they waiting on you. And what you waiting on? What you waiting on? Let your faith be bigger than your fear. Because there are all kinds of stories in this community that people need to hear. I don't know who this is for, but I promise y'all. And I'm Gemini, I'm hoping this helps you. Because, baby, let me tell you something. I was sitting in church going, ooh, I got to get on live. And then this morning, because my power went out and I was up part of the night, I was like, oh, Lord, I can't get up. I can't get out the bed. And then I was like, nope. You need to be reminded of the conviction you felt sitting in that church yesterday. So the world is waiting for your voice and your sound. If that is you, that is not everybody's calling. So my friends, that it is not your calling to get on social media and tell your business and lead people or whatever. Hey, Kia, Quiet Storm. The world is still waiting for you. Your community is still waiting for you to do the things that you are called to do, to make the impact you are called to make in your communities, in your circle, whatever that looks like if you are not in this community. Because, baby, this ain't for just people who like to get on social media and chitty chat. Some of y'all been holding back on things in your personal life. Some of y'all been living in fear about going forth and being great on things that you have been waiting years to do, or that you're now scared to do. Monica C, I don't know. Maybe this is the day. Maybe this is you here today because it's the confirmation you need, baby. I don't know. I know when I feel the conviction of the Holy Spirit in me, there are things I've talked about. So I got on this morning saying, I knew I'm about to be in my bag today. I'm about to be in my bag for this live. Good morning, Brenda. So I say to you all, friends, a few things. Remember, everybody's assignment ain't your assignment. And so let me segregate it this way. Creators in this community, creators. So if you out here making content, you go live, whatever. Everybody's assignment ain't your assignment. Don't be ashamed of your assignment. If you have felt the pulling, the tugging, on whatever that is, you need to go forth and be great. There's somebody, and quit worrying about numbers, because I need everybody to remember, especially on this app, and when this tracks back to like brands and brand deals, baby, they want to know your engagement numbers. How are you making impact? Followers don't equal impact, friends. Followers don't equal impact. Engagement, the difference you make in somebody's life. Hey, Shay, that inbox that's blowing up, that's impact. not the number of people that are following you. And let's be clear, we do use that as a metric, and we want it. I want 10K for a lot of different reasons. But I need you to understand, followers do not equal impact. So quit always worrying about the number. There are people waiting for your voice, not my voice, your voice. There are people waiting on your voice. And what you have to say, because they're your people, they're your tribe. Quit worrying about how big or small your tribe is, because that ain't it. That ain't it. It is quality over quantity, Holly. You are right. To my friends who feel like their voice is outside the community, hey, that's okay. And go forth and be great, because that's your calling. Hey, fitness, beauty, and bias, that is your calling. Your calling is outside of this community. Your calling was to come in here and learn a bunch of things about the community, but your calling may be outside the community. And Tay, I've missed a few of your comments. I'm sorry. People are lacking because you holding somebody back because you are not operating in your gift. You stifling your voice. Because whatever, fear, imposter syndrome, whatever. Get out here and do what you feel you've been called to do. Do what feels right, because I know Christianity ain't everybody's construct. Do whatever the unction is inside of you, the pulling, the tugging. It's time out for fakeness, for not being authentic, and not going after those things in which you want. You got one life to live, baby. And why we gonna spend part of our life holding ourselves back? Because hey Tanisha, how are you? Because at the end of the day, baby, it's yours. It's yours. It's yours. I am loving as it relates to, so that's kind of the GLP-1 creator side. Creators who, again, feel their callings outside of this community, who want to excel at shop. I am good. I'm doing well. I'm in my little, I don't know what bag this is, but I'm in my bag this morning because I got things I need to say. Alicia, it can be hard. It can be hard. Faith over fear. If that, and again, my construct is Christianity, so I'm gonna put it in Christian terms. Thank you, Brenda. Good morning, Pete. If nobody hurt me, baby, the Holy Spirit got a hold of me yesterday in that church house and said, ma'am, I got some things for you, but I also need you to, because sometimes y'all don't get a word always from me. It's got to go through me sometimes. So my construct is Christianity. If I have an unction for something, I believe that's the Holy Spirit telling me to go. And Eli, things, don't forget, things that are hard are where the growth happens. Growth don't happen in the easy spaces, friends, or please remember, growth happens in the hard places. Growth happens in the hard places. And sometimes, many times, a lot of creators, not necessarily in this community, I'm talking about social media creators, period, regardless of platform, do people a disservice because they show the shiny pretty. And they don't show the people struggling. Hard enough, baby, hard in the hard and uncomfortable spaces. That is where you grow. Well, how you out here growing when it's all easy? How you out here growing when it's all easy? You grow in the hard spaces because you learn to cope. You learn to get better. That's where your grit comes from. If Christianity is your construct, when you're successful at one thing, it moves you to the next thing and increases your faith. And that is how you move from faith to faith in this life. That is how you move. We should I'm always learning. Yeah, it's easy if you stagnate. It's easy when you stay in a place. When we get comfortable in a hard place, that's when it's easy, because you're like, I got it. No, you don't. You ain't growing. You stuck where you were 2 years ago. And don't forget, friends, things that are not growing are what? They're dying. Things that are not growing are dying. They are dying. And I don't know who needs to hear this. The world needs your voice. Even if that's scary, it's putting yourself out there. Oh my God, they're going to come after me. They're going to this, that, and the third. Who cares? Who cares? Thicken your skin up. If your assignment is A, then you need to go after your assignment and do well with A. My assignment may be B. My assignment may not be your assignment. That's why ain't nobody bad like you. There is only one you. Do not try to be anybody else. Do not. You're not going to be successful. You are not. I can't be Delonte. I cannot be Ask Nurse Kima. I can't be JT. I can't be Charge Nurse Keisha. I cannot be Tay. I cannot. I can only be Shannon. I can't be LV. I can only be who I am. Now, can I take nuggets of wisdom from any of those people? Can I take strategy from those people? Absolutely, but I can't be them people. I can only be one me. And the people who are called to me are called to me. I can't worry about who's called to JT. I can't worry about who's called to LV. I cannot worry about who's called to Stacy. I can't. What good is that going to do? I can't worry about who's called to Delonte. Because they're called to them. Those people need their voice, their unique, because that's their assignment. That's their assignment. It ain't mine. It is not mine. So, again, I'm going to circle back to this. If you have been hesitant and on the fence, I'm telling you, the world, TikTok, your family, your organization, your church, whatever it is, it does not necessarily mean, because everybody ain't built for social media. And I recognize that. So I'm talking to some of y'all who are not creators. I'm talking to some of y'all who are not creators, and you are holding back in you're holding back in your personal life. You're holding back in your personal life. Whatever that is, that assignment's waiting on you. And you holding some people back because they need to hear your voice. They need to hear what you have to say. They need to see you at work, whatever that is. Whatever that is. It's time out for us shrinking back, trying to not walk in all that we are supposed to walk in. Holly, find your purpose. Tiffany Maxine, you are right. What God has for you is for you, which is why I want to see everybody win. Because Tiffany Maxine winning ain't going to have no effect on me winning. It ain't going to have no effect on me winning. It probably will make me more joyful to see her win because, baby, I want to see you win. I want to see you win at whatever it is you feel like you're called to do, whether that's your journey, whether that's creating content, whether that is shop, whether that is that promotion on your job, that elevation in assignment from an organization, whether that is raising amazing kids, being the best grandparent you can be. I want to see you win. So I'm rooting for you. I am rooting for you. And whatever God has for you is for you. It's not for anybody else. Baby, ain't a door that can be opened, that God opens, that man can close. And same thing, and some of y'all need to stop trying to get in doors that are closed. Sorry, I told you I was in my bag this morning. I'm in my bag. I recognize it. I walk in it. Some of y'all need to stop trying to get in doors that have been shut up. They have been shut up for a reason. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Walk away. Count it as a lesson learned. And baby, count it all joy. Count it all joy. Count it as protection. Baby, you got saved from something you had no business going into anyway. Just saying, my coffee probably getting cold. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm on a roll this morning. I'm on a roll, apparently. Because I went to I went to church yesterday. Apparently that's why. Tay says I already know my assignment after this live, and I'm assuming it's to put this up on YouTube. I'll put it up. I will put it up on YouTube. But I just need somebody, and I don't know. I just got convicted sitting in that chair last night that people needed to hear, because there are some people who are creators on the inside in this community. Hey, Kay. Hey, Miss Ron. That are that new people in the community. I know. I don't know where Darren is. I did share it. He may be teaching this morning, but I need some people in this community who don't create content, but who have been holding back and want to create content. That somebody is waiting for you and your voice, and you out here playing around, which means they can't get to their destiny because you playing around with yours. Just saying. I just need. Hey there, Carrie Anna. How are you? I just need. Friends, I really need you to understand that. Walk through the open door. You can do the benediction and send us on. Kim, soon. But I just really need people to understand that. Because there are people in this live who are afraid, who are scared, who think their journey isn't good enough, who think they haven't lost enough, who think, hey, Joelle, how are you? Who think that they're not worthy and that nobody wants to hear what they have to say. Baby, I promise you're wrong. 170 million people on this app, and don't nobody want to hear what you got to say. The world is waiting for your voice. There's only one you. There's only one you. You can't be me. I saw Mike on a mission come in. You can't be Mike. And I'm going to talk about Mike in a minute. So Mike, if you're still in here, stand by, because I'm about to get at you. There he is, way to being seen. And friends, and I know, and let me say this, because speaking of, because that brought it back to my remember, sitting in church yesterday. The person who gave, so friends, backstory, I went to church last night. A dear friend was being licensed to minister, and I had to show up to support. And there was a person who gave her a charge as a newly licensed minister of the gospel. And as I sat there and I heard this charge, good morning, way to being seen, I've been waiting on you. As I sat there listening to her get this charge, I said, oh, they about to get it tomorrow. They gonna get pieces of this charge broken up, related back to this community, related back to life. So way to being seen just reminded me. His name just reminded me. That is Darium, y'all. The weight of the assignment. And let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all out here, hey Dee Dee, good morning. Some of y'all out here are scared of the weight of the assignment. It's all on me. What if I do this? Yeah, the assignment can be heavy. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, friends, but nothing growth and nothing worth having comes easy. And I need y'all to quit being scared. Faith over fear. There is a weight to the assignment, whatever that is, whether that's the weight of the assignment of your family, the weight of assignment, whatever you feel you've called to do, the weight of the assignment in this community. If you are called to share with this community, there's a weight to it all, friends. But we can't be scared about the weight, because somebody is waiting for your voice, personally, professionally, social media, whatever that looks like. And don't forget, some of y'all got some impact on some other people's lives because you shut up. You ain't saying nothing. Right, Tay? Nobody said it would be easy. They just promised it would be worth it. It would be worth it. And I just need people to understand that there's a weight to it all. And I see Joelle is in here. For those folks who don't know Joelle was on The Biggest Loser, and she was in the documentary. I forget, Something to Be Fit. I forget what the name of it was. I did watch it. But Joelle has shared her story on Teresa's live. Good morning, Joelle. And she did a live with Geechee Girl. That was a weight to her assignment, right? And sometimes when people are called to something, you won't understand it better by and by till years from now, right? So there was a weight, literally, physically and spiritually, emotionally, to what Joelle did on The Biggest Loser. And I'm processing it all these years later, being here. She has been on TikTok for a while because, but many of us are just kind of seeing her in the community. But there's a weight to all of that, friends. She can't be scared. She walking in her calling. She's like, yeah, I'm here. And this is what I'm doing. I'm happy with my body. I'm proud of how far I've come. There are lessons learned. Because friends, we're going to always keep learning. But I need some of y'all but Kay, again, this applies to people. So everybody's assignment isn't to be a creator. It isn't to go live. It isn't to create content around GLP-1. Some of y'all are called to be in some other communities. And you cling into this one, or you're so afraid of some other things. And this don't always have to do with social media. Some of y'all are fearful about some things going on in your life that you're being called to in your life that you are holding back on. Go forth and chase that which sets your soul on fire. Go forth towards your destiny. You holding yourself back, and potentially you impacting somebody else who is waiting on you, who God knows God knows that they have need of you, but you holding back. You're holding back. I'm sorry. Let me see. You got, Joelle, sorry, I get in my bag every now and again, and I hadn't been in my bag in a minute, and I went to church, and I'm in my bag because the charge convicted me, and I need people to know. And I need people to know this not only applies to the community, because I do try to relate it back to the community because it's important. Because we are learning, we're growing, we're losing, we're doing all the things here because we are more than these meds. And so this applies to life. And some of our, thank you, Joelle. And some of our cheerleaders, people who want to cheer, they being called to other things. Sometimes in this app, sometimes in their families, in their professional lives. I need us to understand the world's waiting on you, especially if you've had an unction. An unction. For those who Christianity is not your construct. Well, let me say, for those who Christianity is your construct, that's the Holy Spirit. Stop it. That is the Holy Spirit. That unction you getting is from the Holy Spirit. That ain't you. That ain't your flesh. That is the Holy Spirit. Now, for those who Christianity isn't your construct, that's a higher power. That's whomever you out here praying to, right? That's an unction. Y'all, we do not ignore our intuition and unctions, friends. I need y'all to catch this. I really do. New challenges, walking through doors, all the things you do it scared, and quit trying to be like somebody else. There's only one you. That's why I end every live. Ain't nobody bad like you, because there's only one you. Only one you. Hey, Mia. Teresa, hello, good morning. I can't be nobody else. I can't be Mia X. Lord, no, I can't be Mia X. I love Mia X, but I can't be her. I cannot. That's not my calling. That is not what God has called me to do. Could he call me to learn from Mia? Absolutely. But I am not Mia. The world is waiting for your voice, wherever that is in life. Ma'am, we tried to catch you, and I said maybe she was on a potty run this morning. We tried to catch you. I tried to get you to come up because I kind of started this out. Sometimes we try to emulate or be like somebody, and I shared. I was like, I can't be Delante. I can only be me. Whatever the call is on Delonte's life, that's her call. It ain't my call. They're not the same. My voice is not Delonte's voice. There are people called to my voice. There are people called to Delonte's voice. Sometimes people call it a bunch of different voices, but not everybody. It's the same thing. Delonte can't worry about me. I can't worry about Delonte. We got our own assignments on this app because we had an unction to create content, to go live, to share, or whatever. That ain't, oh, thank you, Teresa. That ain't for everybody. But there are some of y'all in your personal lives, you are not using your voice. And God has called you to use your voice. That unction you keep feeling and you keep double dutching with it. I need you to think about it. I need you to think on it. I need you to think on it. Whatever that looks like, however that feels. Because some of y'all are holding back in some other areas. I can always pull this back to social media and the journey, but I need to step on some toes about personal life. Some of y'all are doing this in your personal lives that's impacting your family, your future, your destiny. I'm somebody, William McDowell said this, I want to live a life poured out. I do not. If the rapture comes, oh, thank you, Holly. Oh, thanks. If the rapture comes, baby, I don't want to get there on full. I don't want to be raptured up on full. I want to be empty. I want to go after whatever God has called me or is calling me to do. And if it gets hard, if I fail, because baby, if he brought you to it, he gonna bring you through it. That's a good old churchism. If you are being brought to something, you're going to get through it. You're going to get through it. I need you to understand that. I really do. The world is waiting on your voice. There are people who are uniquely going to be called to only you. You are the person who can make impact. You are the person who can make impact in that person's life. Not me. Not me. Not me. Not me. There she is. Morning.
Oh, shoot. Y'all hear me knocking stuff over, trying to get myself together this morning. Because I'm trying to be at the house again by 8:30. Baby, I'm showing out this week. I'm playing too much. I'm showing out this week. Shannon, I done came in on time. And so you talking, I'm walking around. Here I go all in the closet. Yes. Yes. Say it. And let me say this too, Shannon. Something you said. You say, oh, hey, everybody. I done just came in gonna preach too. I'm just gonna
Come on and preach, sis. We're waiting. We've
come
been
on in
waiting
and
on
preach.
you.
Because Shannon, that's what you saying is just right. See, Pete, when I had started making those videos, you know how when they say you can't be Delonte being Delonte. That ain't me trying to be nothing but tell y'all the truth. How you gonna try to do something I did, it didn't work for you, and then you get mad at me? Huh?
That's right.
You gotta do you. And what you said is, and it's in their personal life. That is who they are in their personal life. They brought that here. Like a lot of people say, like, yeah, because people on TikTok. That's not people on TikTok. That's people.
The people go always people, baby.
That's the people. That if we saw them in Whataburger, that's how they acting. If we see them over on Facebook, that's how they acting.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just how they act. But you can't win. If you even got close to being Shannon, you still second.
Because ain't nobody like me.
Because you can't outdo Shannon. Now, I don't even know how you got on this or why you got on this, but you right on it. So I just wanted to come in, encourage Pastor. encourage,
This all happened, Delonte. I went to church last night. We had
praise God.
we we went to I had baptism and communion at my church, and a dear friend was being licensed as a minister, and she asked someone, normally in these services in my church, somebody comes up, an elder or another minister gives that person a charge, and what she told her was, you're being charged to preach the gospel. Remember that your voice is unique. There are people who are
Mhm.
only going to be called to your voice. So, and because it's unique, you can't be nobody else. You
Right,
show up and be you because you have an assignment. Your
right.
assignment is not anybody else's assignment. And their assignment, I need you to remember, is not your assignment.
Right.
And so I sat there convicted. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be in my bag tomorrow because they got the people need to know this. Because
Right.
a lot of times people, I can't be you. I cannot be you. I can't be nobody else but me. And I
Right.
know
It's not
people,
gonna
oh,
work.
but I look up to you. It's fine, but you can't be me because ain't but
Right.
one me. Sheila and Ben got together and created one me. And
See.
they ain't create no other ones. They ain't nobody else got Sheila and Ben's DNA. Just
Right.
me. And so I can't do that. And she said also the world is waiting for your voice. There are people
You.
who are assigned to you, and I need some of these people who hold back, who in their personal life, in their creator life, whatever it looks like, professional life, they holding back, and the world waiting on them. Somebody is
Right.
waiting on them. Their destiny is tied to their voice, and they holding back.
Right. Because here's the other thing. Okay, so I understand sometimes people are out here, and I'm talking 40, 50-year-olds who done raised kids and got them, all that. And they still don't know who they are and they're still lost. So they walk around gift snatching from everybody else. I'm gonna try to take Shannon's gift, and I'm gonna try to take a little bit of Delonte, and then I'm gonna try to take a little bit of B Will, and I'm gonna take a little bit, and then they walking around with patchwork, but none of it fits
Because they're
because
not
it's
showing up as
still
them.
not you. And so possibly, and I don't even know how to encourage him. Like I'm saying, that's okay for me to look at Shannon and appreciate some of the things that Shannon does, and then gain some inspiration from that, and then make that me and try to move on. But it's still not gonna come out like Shannon. Here's another thing. Somebody was telling me that this girl said, "Oh, I can't do Delonte's content." Now she never told me why the girl said that, and I don't even know why she told me why the girl said it because I don't care. The thing though is, I'm not for everybody. Don't want somebody talking loud and fast.
Baby, I'm not for everybody, and everybody ain't for me. And what's wrong with that?
It's okay. Get
We
on.
we have to get rid of the disease to please.
Yeah.
I hate this company. Had a shirt because I'm from FAMU. I graduated from FAMU, and it said FAM Ewans. We ain't for everybody because we not.
Yeah.
I'm not. And that's
Yeah.
one of the things on social media you have to be okay with. They're going to people who they're going to be people who do not like you on this app or in the social media space. And
Don't even know you. Who think they know you from what they think they see. All of that. But what? Okay. Now what? Will that
it,
lessen what my energy? Uh-uh. Is that gonna lessen what I'm going to get every day and how I get it and how I bring it back and how I present?
no, no, I can't change that. I can't make
Not
somebody
trying
like
to.
me. I can't. I
Yeah, go
can't.
ahead on. Yeah, it's all up to you to do you and be with you. There are certain things that I'm gonna pull from different people. You go get what you want from them. You go get what you need from them. There's some people that can't feed me not one bit. However, I realize that I'm feeding them, so I go give them some.
There you go.
Gifts are meant to be given away, but you can't. And so I realized that there is a gift of encouragement and inspiration and belief, and I got that. And so I don't mind giving that away. But you just can't call me every day for a joke. Look now, at some mornings you got to joke yourself. Ain't that right?
I mean, Donald Lawrence says sometimes you just got to encourage yourself. You got to speak a word over yourself.
Yeah, and go ahead on.
Yeah, not everybody all the time. I can't speak a word over you. Sometimes you got to do it yourself. You got to encourage yourself. You can,
One lady told me one time, she said, I think because I was young, them kids had me sprawled out, y'all. We was doing all the businesses. I was in school. It was just a part of my life, like my whole 30s. I just don't even know what happened. I just missed the whole thing. If it weren't for pictures, I just wouldn't know what happened. Um, and she said, but you're not even scared. And I said, oh, you looking too hard. See, my knees be shaking, but I be walking anyway.
baby,
My
do
knees
it scared.
wobbling. Y'all think I'm twisting. I ain't twisting. My knees wobbling. Scared down, but I'm going in there anyway. I wasn't twisting.
Yeah, we have to do it scared. And this is something my old pastor said to me. A lot of times, if you're not doing stuff scared, and again, this goes back to for folks who Christianity is your construct. If you are not doing it scared, that means you're doing it in your flesh. Because if you're doing it scared, baby, you need the Lord. That means you're gonna lean in and He gonna do it for you. But if you out here, oh, I can do it, I got this, and Christianity is your construct, baby, check yourself because you're operating in your flesh.
I need somebody to pass the plate.
Stop.
The truth, this is good stuff. And I love this part of you. And I think I even said that to you when you first, I'm like, why you haven't been sharing this part of you with us? But I think you got to like get on the roll or something. And then you'll be like, I'm going to tell them.
Sometimes I knew last night. I knew I was like, oh baby, they're gonna catch it. But also, I will say this: initially, when I got on this app and I started sharing, I was not sharing that I was a Christian. I was afraid, and because part of that was what will people think? Because I was new to content creation.
Mhm.
Prior to TikTok, I was just posting happy feelings on Facebook and Instagram, and maybe in trying to build up Sparkle Posse a bit. But those were safe spaces for me. But this is a different type of content creation. And one day I woke up and the Lord had been wrestling with me. And He was like, you do realize you're going to lose in this, right? You're going to end up flat on your back looking up at
Yeah.
me. And so
Yeah.
I finally said, hey, part of the word says, you baby, I'm not going to get out here and deny Him, because when I do get raptured up, He going to be like, hey, remember that time you
Y'all.
denied me? You tried to play me. No more. That's not what I'm doing.
Y'all, why I wanted to leave a pile of clothes in the middle of the floor and then not answer my phone all day to say, because they say when you get raptured up, your stuff's still gonna be here. So I was gonna leave. I didn't want to do that for about
Ma'am.
2 days. I thought, why do I play so much? And why do stuff like that come to my mind? But Shannon, and when you mentioned Sparkle Posse, how long you had been on here? I hadn't even never seen that you had never even did nothing like that. Not only did I buy me some, I bought the baby some, I bought the two
You
kids some.
did.
Hell, I bought another lady on here some. You gotta just show. There wasn't a sale. You had something and you just show it, and then we want it. So it's not like I'm, I don't know. It's like the words that you decide to give when you give them. I don't know how many people will even raise their hand and say, "Boom, you helping me." But I can tell you, you help it. I ain't saying you got to turn it into Christian talk, but what I'm saying is, when it touch you, let him use you. It ain't for you.
And I do recognize that, and I will tell Delonte. I don't know if you. I don't know. I haven't. I shared this. I recently started sharing it. Because I think sometimes people think sometimes Christianity can be spooky, it can be super deep and all
Yeah, it
this.
can be
So
too much. Yeah.
I'm halfway to a seminary degree. So I went to seminary. I went to
Mm.
DTS. I went to Dallas Theological Seminary while I was living in Dallas. And
Okay.
when I moved back, they had a campus, and I kept going for I think 2 semesters, but I could not. I had to stop when my mother got really sick, and I moved back to take care of my mom.
Mhm.
But I made a decision kind of after all of that. My mom passed away. I was like, I don't think I'm ready to go back. I don't want to go back right now. So I
Mhm.
stopped. But I'm halfway through a seminary degree, and not in the way that you think, but I understand what I'm called to do, friends. I'm not called to preach from a pulpit. I'm
Yeah.
called to hopefully help some people. For some
Mhm.
people, it may mean helping growing their relationship with Christ. For some people, it's just helping them live a better life. I'm called to do that in this type of context, outside the pulpit, outside the four walls of the church, because y'all do realize relationship with God primarily think about all the hours for those folks who go to church, primarily how much time you spend in church a week versus how much time you spend outside the church. So
And
I'm
then when
called
we
to
in
help
church most
people
of the
do.
time, we ain't talking. We sitting there just listening. But Shannon, I'm gonna tell you something. It's something about your energy. Again, when I came in here, right, it take you right away. See, that's something about me passing by you at the store and that good old Lord energy fall off on me. You know how you can sit next to somebody who's sour and they make it make my stomach hurt. People be negative and stuff, it make my stomach hurt. But that you can get that same energy. So they may not even know how to put words to it. They just think, oh, she looks so nice. Or, oh, her skin look good. Or, oh, she smell good. Man, that ain't nobody but the Lord. Ask me about it, and I can tell you something nice and tell you something positive. So you're right. It's not always at the church. It's wherever you are.
Mhm,
And it's who you are. So it's
mhm.
nothing that we turn on and turn off. It just is. Oh, that's good this morning, honey.
It is. It is.
That's good this morning. I needed this, honey, because I got so much work to do. And I need to be encouraged
You got it. But listen,
because I play too much.
you operating in your calling. I
Oh, yeah.
told you, hey Chris, hey everybody, good morning, welcome
Hey,
in.
yeah.
But I told you the other day, were you in here when I was talking about you and the fact that you're back in school, Nurse Rock is back in school. That's
Yeah.
inspiring because it's never too late. And baby, y'all are chasing things that young folks don't want to chase. And
Yeah.
why does age or why does limitation get to decide when we stop chasing our dreams
Yeah.
and going for things? Do it scared. Yeah, yeah. I'm over 50, back in school. Do it scared, and ain't the
And
first, won't be
here's
the
the deal
last.
about the school piece. I ain't chasing it. I just decided at the last one time, I said, I'm gonna do this. Don't ask me why. Ain't like I got time for it. I think the worst part about school is I don't want to give up my free time with another thing. Because I'm telling y'all, my 30s was nothing but building. And I really could ride the rest of this thing out and not work again. I really could. And just keep my lifestyle. Now, it should go crazy naturally and then, you out. But um, I'm doing it because the way that they treated us in the beginning with this GLP-1, the way nobody can get it, I think it's going to go to a whole nother level. I think MPs are going to get a whole bunch more rights than we have right now because the shortage on doctors is going down. And don't nobody want to do it. Healthcare is crazy right now. I feel like this drug epidemic, I'm gonna hit a little bit of that Medicaid with that drug rehab on that side too, because I'm going into the psych end of it. And I feel like a lot of that weight loss stuff, the base of it is psych because it starts on a lot of people so young. So that's something else. So it was that need that drew me to do it. Doing it again, just trying to help people. Cause I'm gonna get mine and mine gonna have theirs. But I just felt like it's so many people out there who, if somebody could just listen, help understand. Because I can't live in this gray space and have the 10 people around me living hard and down. You gotta help somebody move up, unless the whole batch gonna get sour. Do you understand?
Mhm.
Yeah,
You trying to help
yeah,
the people right there around you, the people that you have impact and
yeah.
influence on win and be great. Be great.
Period. Point blank. So
Because
that's what that
friends,
is.
when we lift others up, we become lifted up and esteemed in the process.
Oh,
And baby, a good friend of mine told me that in college. He made it very clear to me when I esteem my team and make sure my team is winning, I'm going to win every time. I'm going to win every single time.
you
Because
talking about some wind beneath my wings. How they'll carry you. But if
yeah,
you ain't got nobody on the team with you, you just out there by yourself. Shannon, let me say this too. When you talked about when the people around you, when I go back and watch that clip that Kim posted, how hard I was smiling when your knee was up in that chair. It was how hard I was smiling, even watching me smile at you with your knee up in that chair. That kind of stuff really sets my soul on fire. Watching B Will do what B Will did that 26 and 30, it's just like I don't think she understands how much that warmed my heart watching somebody do something that they just want to do.
they
I
live in
just
their
love
dream.
it.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I saw her, like, she did kind of a before and after video that didn't really say before and after, but I was like, my God, I was on the phone with somebody in the community and I said, I said, you see this sis? I said, she looking good.
And this how I be watching her like,
But,
we
but
did that.
I'm loving
Yeah.
all the journeys, people who've decided to make content. Cause I remember for the longest, Brenda didn't make content.
Right. And Brenda needs to do it, but I don't want Brenda in here because I don't want Brenda to think I'm talking. Oh, there she go. Hey girl, I don't want you to think I'm talking about you. And Brenda know I sent her that little pitch. It's a little picture of this little boy holding this cup of coffee. And when she sends me her weight, I don't care if she down 2 ounces. I sent her that cup. One morning I just called her from my car holding my cup of coffee. Because y'all know I don't carry travel mugs. I carry my whole cup in the car. It's a whole nother talk show. But and me and Mr. Crosby argue because then I leave the cup in the car and then he at the end of the week gotta go get all the cups out the car. And then he get mad at me, but he did. He's for man. He did. But anyhow, what I was going to say about B. B need to start posting more content. Why? Because some people that started where B started to me, they need to see that. I think what happens is We start so big and then we don't want to start posting until we get down here. But then that's still not encouraging the one that was right here. Shannon, you with them pants on? You know the pants I'm talking about. Even those jeans on. So I told y'all I have hip envy, right? I got hip envy. So Shannon, okay, so if you look at that picture with those jeans on, you was in this corner, and then your waist, and then your hip right here did that. That's what I like right here. So I zoomed in. I'm like, look at Shannon hips.
Baby, and you know, for the longest I didn't, I probably in my 30s and 40s I was just like, why my hips got to be like this? Why, you know,
What's
why
those
they,
kind of hips?
baby, I mean it, but that's part of self-love, body acceptance, kind of all of those things. And I think I am old enough and have enough perspective now that um I can own my body and feel
Appreciate the
confident.
hips.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
appreciate it and own it. Jay, I'm gonna get back to you and your little comment about make retiring from making content. Don't worry, I saw it. I'm gonna get at you in a minute. I hope you stay on, sir, so you can catch this that I got for you.
He said he's retiring from making content.
He's talking about what if I want to retire from making content. I got something for you, sir. You just wait a
Yeah,
moment. Wait
yeah,
a
hit
minute.
it.
I'm
And
gonna get
I'll be
at you.
listening while I'm in the car. But this is what I want to say too, Shannon, about, and then I'm gonna come on down because I gotta get out of here. I got 10 minutes. If you look at again, this is my own personal envy. Y'all that have that elongated waist, y'all know what I'm talking about, and then it curved in like this. See, I'm more compact, so I got to, which is why I stand tall, trying to straighten mine out. But Shannon, your waist come down, it looks so good. So with that fitted shirt on and like the pants we're gonna take to the football game.
And you do realize I have a football game next weekend. FAMU is in town in Atlanta playing a football game, so I get to uh
Mhm.
show out a little bit. Good morning,
So
everybody.
if we need to get you over to Express to get you some new fitted rib jeans, let us know. You need to get over there. You need to get it done, but they need to fit. And then your shirt needs to fit. And we're gonna put your hair up. So you need some new bows or something, let me know. And then because we
Y'all
going
know
into
I
the
keep
game.
thinking about that, and a lot of times when I go to the bathroom, I'm like, they really say I should wear my hair back. So I be in the bathroom.
Like HR advisor talking about now every time I'm in there, I'm like this. Trying to move her parentheses around. I said, you don't even have no parentheses. Babe, my parentheses were for real.
Baby,
Yeah,
these
I'm
comments will
gone.
have you all going every which way. I be in the bathroom, so, like, they really said my hair would look, you know, and then I be
But
questioning
Shannon,
myself.
it's true. I'm telling you, take the picture. Just take the picture with your hair down, pull your hair all the way back, and take the picture. Just put the face side by side. But again, our eyes do lie.
You're right. You're right.
And then that voice will be saying, they just trying to pump you up, girl. Your face look exactly the same. And look at that bump right there. Look at that mark. I mean, it'll just have y'all distracted.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna shut her up. I told y'all to name her. And we're gonna shut her up. But if you really do pull your hair back, because it does, it just yeah.
Thank you.
But anyway, thank you so much. But keep preaching. I'm gonna be listening on my ride. I just
Yes,
gotta
ma'am.
get
I
there.
appreciate you.
Okay, bye y'all.
Bye bye. Have an amazing day, friend.
Okay.
All right, I got two people
Take
I
me
need to.
down, somebody.
Oh,
Take me down, Tay. Y'all know I don't know how to do it.
there we go. All right, friends, I got two people I need to get at. Mike on a mission. You first. People need your voice, right? And there's only one you, one unique call from you. Yes, Sabrina, one unique call on your life. Baby, Mike on a mission is one of those people who is a poster child for heeding whatever voice, because I don't know Mike's religious construct, whatever voice or unction he got going, baby, he walking it out because he done started a Substack. He's going deeper. He has found a calling for himself. Yes, it tracks back and relates to the community, but baby, it's gonna be so, I already see it. It's so much more than this community. It has its roots in this community, but baby, he going to another level because he listening to the unction inside of him to go forth and know that the world needs to hear his voice. It's only one him. And the impact, because remember, we don't necessarily measure things in followers and all that. The impact that he is going to have on the world, not just this community, friends. And I'm one of those people. I'm glad to say, hey, I knew him when I done worked with him. I hopefully was one of the first 1,000 people maybe on his Substack. I love you dearly, Mike. And I see your heart, but I also see how you are following the voice. You are following whatever that inner voice is for you, and where it leads you, and you are trusting that you are on the right path, and you doing it. You executing based on that. And that's not to say you aren't scared, you aren't fearful, because we have to do things scared, friends. We have to do things scared. So while what he's doing has its roots in the community, baby, it ain't gonna have him always in this community. Not. It's not. It's not. He, yeah, right. I'm so happy for him, but it warms my heart to see people stepping out into things they're called to. And this wasn't on his bingo card last year when he started this medication. He was just trying to get heart healthy, lose some weight, and try to live longer, live to be with his partner, his husband. That's what he got on here trying to do. He ain't bargained for all this, but baby, when God has something for you and you listen and follow him, it'll take you places you never dreamed. Because I know he ain't dreamed this. I know he ain't dreamed it. I know he didn't. Not because he told me. I just know. I just know. Listen, I know destiny work when I see it. I know destiny work when I see it. Now, Jay, where you at? Where you at? Mike, I love you dearly. Baby, keep going. Keep going. Keep listening to that voice. Keep doing what you need to do, and do it scared, because the impact you are going to have is going to reverberate far beyond this community, far beyond it. And I'm speaking that over your life because I know it is. Hey, Susie, good morning. Good morning. Hey, Coach Tedder, good morning. I think I saw her in early. I'm sorry, friends. Darian is in here. He called a little bit earlier. Sabrina, you're another person. But where's Jay? I need Jay to comment. Sabrina, you're another person weighing what matters. Do not discount, because Sabrina, I sometimes think you shrink back and you don't realize the impact you have on other people's lives. And let me say this, and Sabrina, this doesn't quite relate to you, but I need some other people to hear this. So the church that I am a member of, the pastor passed away. His wife is now the pastor. Good morning, friends. Good morning, Shoni. Good morning, Bridget. Yeah, Jay. You know, Tay gonna always peep, baby, because Tay operating in her gift. She know. But this pastor said he made mention of the fact that the type of church he had was not ever gonna have like superstar praise and worship leaders. And if you know, you know about church world. So his church was never gonna have the Israel Houghtons of the world, the William McDowells of the world, the Ty Tribbett's of the world, even though those people have their own churches. His type of church, the church he was called to pastor, was never going to have employed those type of people who were praise, who were going to be there for praise and worship, who were going to be his praise and worship ministers and leaders, right? He knew that the calling on his church was to identify people and find people who were up and coming, and that Global Impact was going to be a springboard for those praise and worship leaders to go out and make impact. We were going to always be the church that was up on people's climb. That we were going to be like, we maybe weren't the base church for them, but that we were one of those middle churches that was going to springboard them, and they were going to get catapulted to much larger ministries, new dimensions, and their careers were going to take off. But we would nurture that. And so that meant we were always going to have people coming and going from the church as praise and worship leaders. So what I need some of y'all to understand, and how does this track back? It tracks back, friends, because not everybody is called to be this superstar creator or have this huge platform or whatever. Some of you are called to springboard, and your mission and assignment is to catapult people to another level, to be there to make impact. Because let's be clear, none of those people who've left us have ever forgotten about global impact, and they will come back to us time and time again when we ask them to come in and guest sing for us. But I need you to understand that, see, that's the purpose of your assignment, and sometimes the weight of your assignment. Everybody ain't called to be up here. Some of us are called to be right here, just right here, because this is where we make the most impact, and this is where God has need of our voice. So, Sabrina, keep doing weighing what matters. How did we get like this? Food is so bad. What do you mean, Dan Shorn? And I'm sorry, we're probably not really talking a whole lot about food GLP-1 right now. We're talking about the community overall, but I got friends in here who need to catch what I'm saying. Sabrina, your panel matters. The impact that it has on the community, and forcing or getting people to understand where they are in their journey, to do the work, to get some self-love, some self-actualization, all of that, baby, that's important work. As these people mature and grow in their journey, those people need that. So I need you to understand, and I'm not saying you misunderstand. I just need you to, this is how I see. You're making impact, and don't ever for 1 second think you're not. Yeah. So I need you to understand for 1 second, you're not. You are. Don't ever think you're not making an impact. Yes, Jay, help a Jay. But Jay, this word for you too, sir. Don't ever come in here talking about you're not gonna make content. And Jay, I understand, life be lifing for us a bunch of times, right? So I had to take several weeks back from shop. I had to step back to just get my life in order and just kind of get some things ready, right? And I get that, Jay, sometimes. But the basis of my argument still remains. This community and some parts of the world need your voice. Need your voice. And I think, yeah. I think you underestimate the power of your voice. You underestimate the weight of your voice. And I don't know. Okay, Lord. I think sometimes you feel like the weight of the assignment that people assign to your voice is too heavy. Darium, I love you. If you in here, you scared about the weight of your voice. There, I sense fear. I don't know. Because I don't play with the Lord like this, but this is what is being dropped in my spirit right now. Right now. This is what's being dropped in my spirit. But Jay, I think you feel like the weight is heavy, and I don't know how to help you figure that out, but this community and certain parts of the world outside this community, I don't ask me what that looks like. I don't know. This is just what, baby, is coming to me. The world has need of your voice. You got to figure out what that looks like in this space and what this looks like outside this space. Yes, and Mike, Jay is one of those people. His impact is not measured in the amount of followers he has. It is his voice that carries the weight. His voice walks heavy. His voice walks heavy. And so I just need you to understand that. And so when it gets hard or doubt creeps in, baby, the world needs you. The world needs you. The world needs more of your story. And the people who are called to you are called to you, but you have impact. And I don't think you fully realize the impact that you have. And Darium, I know you feel like, oh, I don't, the whole content thing, social media thing, you hear, all of that. But I still need you to realize the world is in need of your voice, and it needs more than your text post voice. And you gonna keep wrestling with God, and I'm just here to tell you, I know I'm gonna lose. You're gonna lose, sir. You're gonna lose. You're gonna eventually have to go on and do the thing, because um I firmly believe, for Daria, there are people whose destiny is tied to your voice. Tied to your voice. Because you are a light, you are full of wisdom. Wisdom is the principal thing, and all that get understanding. Hey, Shanti, thank you for the heart me. I firmly believe that. I need you to believe it, and things aren't gonna change till people believe what they're called to do. I just that's just me. Yeah, I told y'all I was in my bag, because baby, the Holy Spirit sat there and whipped me up one side of my aisle and down the other. Monica was sitting 2 chairs away from me. There was nobody sitting between us, but Monica was there, and I think she's still in the room. But I need people to hear this, and sometimes thank you, Coach Tatter, and I need people to remember, it's not always about social media. It's not always about this community. Some people's destinies is tied outside this community. They're going to have their roots in this community, but their destiny is tied far and away from this community. Jackie Ann, Jackie Ann, if you see that, she wants to talk to you about your journey with Tapir But there are people whose voices are valuable. There are people who they don't think they're making impact. So let me reshare a couple of people that I need to remember. You're making impact. Your numbers don't reflect it, but baby, your impact is strong. A godly diva. I'm not sure if she's in here, because the comments have been this morning. She making impact, because baby, she's showing us that consistency is gonna win every time. And I need her to stay encouraged. I need her to stay encouraged, because it's not about the numbers. It's not about the numbers. She is making impact, and I see her post, and it convicts me to get up. Sometimes I'm not so convicted to get up. Ain't got nothing to do with her. It's just me. But I need her to know she's making impact. The other person, she in here, and she probably about to tell me she about to leave and go riding, getting on her bike. Myra, my sister. Don't ever underestimate. Exactly, Chris. Numbers don't matter. Those people that view are the ones that need it, right? But Myra, I need you. There you are. Hey, a godly diva. Myra, I need you to know. And Myra, y'all, if y'all don't know, Myra's on a GLP-1, but she mainly posts about bicycling, and she's usually posting with her granddaughter as well. I need her to understand that blesses me every time I see one of her posts. Because I love the relationship that she has with her granddaughter, and how her granddaughter's cooking. And I think that's going to bless the granddaughter. She's sowing seeds in that granddaughter now, baby, that she may or may not see harvest. But I love it. And she is showing us, right, part of her Get Fit journey. Baby, she out there riding that bike. She started with a bike and a basket, which I love, because I was just like, I know, Tay. I know I'm way past my time, but I'm in my bag this morning. So y'all gonna catch some of this, and then I'm gonna go, because we taping the podcast today instead of tomorrow. And we're dropping 2 episodes this week, friends. And did you all see the A Collective Pod teaser about our special guest? Chris put in his guess of who it was. But Myra, I just need you to know, keep posting, because you blessing me and watching your journey. I am so rooting for you. I'm inspired by you. I'm in awe of you, because again, everybody has their assignment, and I'm not sure I could do it. I know you're like, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. That's just me. But I need you to keep doing it, because you make an impact with people you don't even know you make an impact. Hi, I'm people. I'm people. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning. Darium, I need you. You underestimate. You play, and I don't know what it is, because we haven't had that kind of serious talk yet. But I think you underestimate the weight your wisdom carries in the comments. and the impact you have. The world's waiting. I don't know when you going to decide, but the world is waiting. Hey, Mama Glenda, you on your way to pool? Yeah, I'm in my bag this morning, Mama Glenda. Thank you, Shoni. Again, friends, Holy Spirit convicted me last night sitting in church. And I was like, I got to share this with the people because there were some points. There's only one you. Don't try to be nobody else. And everybody ain't your assignment. Delonte's right. I'm not for everybody. And that's okay, friends. I have to be okay with that. Yeah, disease to please. No more. I used to because I wanted everybody to like me. I wanted everybody to be my friend. Um, I love Tay. Tay knows. What did Tay say? Shannon already knows her assignment after the live, so don't worry if you missed it. I will put it up on YouTube, friends. Yeah, Darium, I don't know, and I don't know what it's. You're gonna keep fighting, but you do know your arm's too short to box with God, and you're gonna lose. You're gonna end up on your back looking up at Him. I yield, I yield, I yield. I surrender, I surrender. And friends, again, this relates to this space, social media, but it also relates to things that you're holding back on in your life, personal life with your family, organizations, professionally. Yeah, the world may not be waiting on you in here, but the world may be waiting on you at your job, at an organization, your family, your church, whatever. Some of y'all are playing or shrinking back and playing it small and ignoring that unction, your gut. Christy, stop struggling. Stop struggling. You don't need to struggle. And you struggling because you won't surrender. Because come on, Lord. Come on, big guy. Some of y'all are struggling because you won't surrender. So I need you to question. If you out here talking about you struggling, question of surrender. I yield, I yield, I yield. Stop struggling and yield. Heed that small voice. Heed that small voice. Just saying. And you could keep out here boxing and fighting. You're gonna end up on your back too. Talking about, okay, I finally give up. Baby, because he gonna have you on the ropes all the time. You're going to lose. The fight is fixed. The fight is fixed, friends. You're gonna always lose. Whether it's God, Allah, higher power, whatever it is that is your construct, unction, gut, whatever it is, because I recognize everybody's construct ain't Christianity. Some of y'all don't have a construct, and that's okay. So whatever you calling it, gut. I heard a small voice. Y'all think them small voices just emanate out of clear air? Whatever that looks like for you, you're gonna lose. Quit boxing about it and go do the thing. Surrender. You're supposed to do it scared. Because if you ain't doing it scared, it's your flesh. It's your flesh. You ain't relying on something else. Stop shrinking, Christy. Own it. It says somebody who's working on that. I'm really trying to own my body. And when I say that, in other types of compliments, deflecting. And I've primarily trying to work on that in the comments of my videos. My comments hopefully are getting a bit more confident, or I'm saying thank you. I'm not trying to dumb down, because one of my great deflections is thank you, but I still have a ways to go. No, just thank you, period. Thank you. I need to own what's happening. Well, you won't know unless you keep going. You won't know unless you keep going. Tay say, okay, now you can't go. You can't get off. I can't get off till we hit 100K. Thank you guys. Thank you all. Let's see. We're taping the A Collective. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. So Christy, continue to walk that out. Continue to walk that out. Also, Shannon, that looks like a good before and Kia, it is. It's one of my big ones. So are my house pants. So are my house pants. But y'all, non-scale victory. Non-scale victory. Baby, a year ago this time, I think I had lost maybe 50 pounds, a little over 50 pounds. I couldn't do it then. Then she started, then she want to get off. Mama Glenda, I've been here since like 8:20. Baby, but I came in, some of the first people who were here knew. I came in the door saying, I'm in my bag today. Get ready. Get ready. I'm in my bag. Because come on with the leg. Friends, I am in awe. I'm in awe. And this I do unconsciously now because I've done it a couple times in the podcast. And I'm like, oh, I hope they don't see that because I get comfortable. I get comfortable. And Lord knows, baby, I was a year ago struggling, wrestling to try to get my leg up. But yeah, so Jay and Darium, I hope you receive what I've said in love. I love you both dearly, but I need you to know the world has need of your voice. The person who gave my friend the charge said, and she reminded us, there's only one you. There's only one you. Thank you guys for 100. You and your voice has weight, and there are people who are called to your voice. Your voice has an assignment, and there are people waiting on you that you don't know nothing about who are waiting on that assignment, who are waiting to fulfill their own assignment because they waiting on you. I'm just saying. Do it scared. Have faith. It's gonna be all right, and know that you're not for everybody. You're not for everybody at work, family life, whatever. You ain't for everybody. You're not for everybody. Everybody don't like me. I'm 55. I'm in my speed limit year. It's all right. It's all right. Because guess what? They're going to get over it. And if they don't hear and they don't really, really know me, they're strangers. So why am I worried about strangers? Be real, not perfect, friends. I know it's backwards. Be real, not perfect. Be real, not perfect. KB said, may miss service on Sunday, but I got a word here. Baby, the Lord would have got me if I didn't get on here and say something. Because friends, I'm telling you, I sat through most of that service being like, I hear you, Holy Spirit. You slapping me all up and down this row because you convicted me, and you convicted me to share with my friends in the morning. And friends, understand, I recognize this right here is part of my assignment. People are like, oh, you get on. Yeah, I get on. This right here is part of my assignment. This is part of what I am called to do. And I heart y'all back. I love y'all back. I love y'all back. Because baby, one thing y'all gonna stick beside me. You're gonna tell me right is right and wrong is wrong. And that's what I need. That's what I need. I'm glad your batteries are recharged, Vera's. Okay, what did Darium say? Lord will find you when you're trying to hide. Every time. Sabrina, thank you. So y'all, I understand most times my assignment. There are times I fight. Let's be clear. I need everybody to understand. Shannon ain't perfect. Shannon ain't no better than anybody in this here live. I am not. But I understand, and some of that comes with age, wisdom. Some of that comes from studying. Some of that comes from seminary. I understand what I was very clear on what I've been called to do, because a lot of people, when I told people I was going to seminary, they were like, oh, you gonna preach. No, that ain't what I'm called to do. I'm not called to preach and spread the gospel from a pulpit. What I am called to do is, in certain instances, to lead people into a growing relationship with God or walk out their purpose outside the confines of the church. That is what I'm called to do. And professionally, as it relates to that, When I want to take on consulting gigs, I'm called to help churches be better and understand that behind those Sunday mornings, church is a business, baby, and we got to operate like a corporation behind the scenes a lot of times with our systems and our processes. So those are the things I'm called to do to help build God's kingdom, right? Those are called, but I understand this is an assignment, and sometimes I have to operate outside the constructs or make it clear to people outside the constructs of Christianity. I know, baby, I know the weight of the assignment. I don't like it all the time. I don't like it. There gonna be days you wake up, you don't like the weight of the assignment. I don't like it. I don't like it all the time. But I understand that I have a voice, and that sometimes my voice is needed and it makes impact in certain instances. How about that? How about that? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's 9:49. I'm going to get y'all to 10 today. I'm going to get y'all to 10. Let me see what we got. Hopefully LV will respond back, Stacy. I think it's fine for me tomorrow as well. Good morning. Good morning. But yeah, friends, you got to understand the weight of what you're called to do. The weight of what you're called to do. And again, could be on this app, but it also relates to your personal life. Your personal life. Don't start with that innocent Stacy stuff, Tay. You were doing so good today. At 2, Darian? At 2? Where's Chris? Is Chris still in here? Because he'll be doing it too. Anyway, any closing thoughts? Any questions for me? There he is. There he is. In my Stacy voice. Breezy. No haters here. No haters. Really, Sabrina? Y'all have Stacy ain't innocent. Friends, Stacy ain't innocent. Stacy, text LV back. Tomorrow's fine. Yeah, you precious, all right. You something else. Anything else, friends? I hope. So, friends, it is my hope that this blessed and or helped someone. I hope I've given you some things to think about as it relates to the weight of your assignment or whatever you feel like you're called to do, you want to do. I hope it was a blessing. I hope it was a blessing. She may or may not have a pop-off spirit. Tiffany Maxine, I'm going to put it up on YouTube as well. And I may clip a couple things for here. I may clip after you said nurse in reverse. Feel like your posts don't reach people, you being led to live a life to be louder. Definitely scared. Veros, if you are trying to post here, I need you to understand the rules of how to post here. And DM me, Veros. I'm going to send you a few videos of people who kind of can explain it way better. Friends, this is a search engine. It's about SEO and getting your videos categorized and understanding this is not YouTube. TikTok wanted to try to do long form content, but this ain't YouTube. So your videos can't be 2, 3, 4 minutes. Nobody's going to watch that. And TikTok cares about watch time. TikTok cares about watch time. And so if your video is not getting a ton of watch time, it's not going to be pushed. Because the goal, friends, is not to have your video pushed to your followers. It is to get your videos pushed to the FYP. No, it's not pointless. 200 people is a movie theater. And you got to decide on what kind of content you want to do. TikTok, I'll send you some videos. Also, Veros, about TikTok wanting people to niche down. So they want you talking about a certain topic. Period. Doesn't mean you can't make content outside of that topic, but they want the majority of your content to be about a thing. Sabrina, Listen, you're a blessing. You're a blessing. You're a blessing. And I appreciate you. You have no, I'm telling you, you don't understand um the blessing that you are to this community, and the blessing that weighing what matters is to people. And I need people never to despise small beginnings. Not saying that you are, Sabrina, and that's not a small beginning, because baby, you've been at this for over a year. Um, but understand where what your calling is and where you fit in that calling. Um, Veros, the other thing is, a lot of times for here, hashtags don't matter as much as they do on Instagram or Facebook. Chris is right. 7 seconds, 30 seconds, or a minute, but you have to give the people what you want. Those are times that your videos should be. Nobody in this room, for the most part, should be putting out a video more than a minute unless you're in the creator rewards. And then most of those people are doing a minute in 2 or 3 seconds, because we have the attention span of a gnat on this app. So it's strategy, and you need to understand. Come on, Veros. Speak life into Sabrina. And part of this, y'all, we have to affirm people and make sure people understand what they mean to us. Unless you're LV and giving us the tea. But LV's videos aren't that long either. And the Chris friends, and the Chris, he said it in a live, I think a couple weeks ago. Last year this time he had about 3K followers. 3K. Where are you at now, Chris? Where are you at? Help us out. He's at 16.9K. About to hit 17, baby. So I feel like, I hope I can speak for Chris a little bit. He understood that this was a strategy. So he figured out what the strategy was, figured out how that strategy could work for him. So understanding the strategy in TikTok, because it is not Instagram and it is not Facebook. Understanding the strategy in TikTok, figured out how it would work for him, and then posting consistently. He has posted every day, with the exception of a few times where I think he has been on vacation and he hasn't. And baby, when you do that, he said it somewhere, I don't remember. Baby, it's like starting all over. Algorithms say, I don't know you. Who you at? Who are you? Because you took a few days off. So, and that's part of what has made him successful. He has figured out where he is, and what resonates and what's going to move for him in terms of content. And part of that is, and keep in mind, friends, what's interesting to you ain't necessarily interesting to everybody else. And I think that's where sometimes people get lost. You're putting up content for you when you need to put up content for people. People want to know what value you bring. How can you help them? I hope that makes sense. But Vero, send me a DM, because that's a reminder to me. I'll send you some videos that kind of can help you get going on your way. Good morning, Latavia. Good morning, friends. Good morning. It's 9:56. Then you do a paid post. Yeah. So I recommend people don't do paid posts. Keep going. And Stacy's also another one who gets a lot of traction on her videos. Chris says, if I miss a day, the algorithm punishes me. If I do paid promotion, it punishes you. Yeah. So I recommend, friends, don't pay to boost your videos. That's my recommendation. That's my recommendation. Don't. Get your growth organically, and organic growth comes from consistency and adding value. Adding value. You like your Boogie Auntie video? Hey, it depends on, friends. This also depends on, and I say this too, what your goal is for TikTok. Yeah, and friends, stay out of grow rooms. Grow rooms are a no-go. Do not do them. TikTok will punish you because they know. The AI is all-knowing and all-seeing. Yep. So stay out of grow rooms. The whole bottom up, push all my buttons. Don't do it. It doesn't help you. It only helps it only helps the creator whose video you're looking at. Yeah, Sabrina's right. Don't get out here going, hi friends, happy Friday. Baby, what's gonna stop the scroll? You want to know how I lost this 100 pounds? If I get it out and get it out quickly, that might stop the scroll. Because the goal is to stop the scroll. Because, hi, friends, you lost people. Because them people who scrolling and you want them to stop, they ain't your friends. They ain't your friends. And remember, friends, the goal on here, TikTok, is to is to get your video pushed out to the FYP. It is not to get your video pushed to followers. Chris is right. Visual hook, written hook, spoken hook. That's what stops the scroll. That's what stops the scroll. Half the people see your face and scroll past. They do. But again, remember, lengthy videos are not going to hold people's attention span. And part of how the algorithm knows if your content is interesting is watch time. If you have great watch time, that tells TikTok, hey, people are staying till pretty much the end of this video. So it must be interesting. Let us push it out some more. And as Chris said, 90% of his views are from the FYP. They are not his followers. And that is the goal. But friends, you got to deliver. You got to figure out how it works for you. You got to deliver value. You need to do it quickly. That's why a lot of times 7-second posts work, because most people, before they realize it, especially if it's with the trending sound or something, you end up watching the video a couple times before you realize, like, oh, it's just looping. But that's helped your watch time, because that means people are watching 100% of your video. That's one of the reasons why a lot of my videos are less than 40 seconds. I'm trying to get my watch time up and keep people engaged as long as I can. So I hope that helps. It's 10 o'clock, friends. This has been a blast. I hope I helped somebody. I hope I helped and blessed somebody. Stacy, help us all. Pray for us all. I know, Sabrina, but I gotta go because I got papers to grade. I've got more Halara content to edit. So you get to see me in all the other leggings except the low cut ones that are ruched in the back. So yeah, I got to edit those shop videos and get those up. And I got to do a shop live today, friends. I got to do a shop live. Working on my consistency. I wasn't consistent the last couple of days, but I work on my consistency. But I have been getting posts up, so I'm pretty proud of myself. Thanks, Coach Sarah. Thank you guys to everybody. Come on, well, Stacy, you gonna do it? Y'all, thank you to everybody. Thank you for 121K. I appreciate you all. I know Delante is gone. She may be listening. Thank you, Delante, for coming up. I really, really hope this helped, blessed, move the needle with someone, friends. I'm grateful for all of the people in this community. I'm grateful to you all. And remember, walk in your purpose. The weight of the assignment is heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy, but if he brought you to that weight, baby, he gonna bring you through it. He gonna walk it out with you. He gonna be beside you. So I need everybody to know that. But thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I just really hope it blessed and helped somebody. Remember, I've said it a lot today. Ain't nobody bad like you. World has need of you. There's only one you. Only one you. So get out here and make impact. Impact. Lily, are you coming to the live today to get you some? Coming to the live today to get you some? All right, friends. Y'all have an amazing day. Thank y'all. I appreciate everybody. And I'll see y'all maybe out here on these streets later. Oh, you got it? Very good. I'll see y'all out here on these streets later. I will be back for Mary Ruth's Live, but I've got to get some shop content and a regular post up today. as well, because I'm working on my consistency. Just trying to be a little bit better today than I was yesterday. All right, everybody. Thanks again. Julie, I don't know. I need to get square up with the A Collective because we might be changing what we are doing today, and if so, it'll be in the middle of the day. It will not be in the evening because I believe, or it may be late. It may be late afternoon. Late afternoon. Let's say I'll be on sometime between 3 and 4, friends. 3 and 4. Okay, Corrine, I'll be live tomorrow too. When I don't know, but I'll be live tomorrow for it. Come on, Lily, making content. Absolutely. And I thank you all for your support. I am grateful for that. I really, really am. I don't take it for granted or lightly. I need y'all to know that. All right, friends. Have a good day. Let me go. Let me figure out what's going on, and I need to grade these papers. Bye, everybody. Thanks again.